What happens to your body when you drink cabbage juice every day? Did you know that cabbage juice can provide many different health benefits, such as cancer prevention, ulcers treatment, lowering bad cholesterol, etc.? What is cabbage? It's a cruciferous vegetable that belongs to the Brassica family. Cabbage contains high amounts of beta-carotene, insoluble fiber, vitamin B1, vitamin B6, vitamin C, vitamin E, and vitamin K, and the minerals iodine, magnesium, iron, calcium and sulfur. This super healthy vegetable has been used for centuries due to its inexpensive and therapeutic healing properties. In ancient times, they were known as moon power because they grew under moonlight. Today, cabbage juice can be used for the treatment of many ailments. The health benefits of cabbage juice. 1. Cabbage juice for ulcers. The medical experts claim that cabbage juice is a safe and effective natural remedy for the treatment of ulcers. Cabbage contains natural sources of L-glutamine, S-methylmethionine, gefrenate and glucosinolates, which can help protect the stomach and digestive tract by healing the mucous membrane lining. According to a recent study published in the Western Journal of Medicine, 13 patients with peptic ulcers were treated with fresh cabbage juice. This study has found that the healing time for these 13 patients was rather fast at 10 days. And the patients who used standard therapy take approximately 37 days to heal. So, the medical experts have found that cabbage juice has antipeptic ulcer benefits known as vitamin U, which prevents histamine-induced peptic ulcers from forming. 2. Cabbage juice for cancer prevention. You should know that eating a diet high in cabbage can reduce the risk of breast cancer significantly. Well, this is probably the main reason. Why is cabbage one of the best 14 foods for cancer prevention? And it is also one of the ingredients of this giant cancer-fighting salad. A recent study, published in the International Journal of Cancer, has found that a great intake of vegetables, such as cabbage, was associated with a decreased risk of breast cancer. The medical experts have discovered that there was a strong inverse reaction between breast cancer and the following fruits and vegetables: dark green leafy vegetables, cruciferous vegetables such as Chinese cabbage and cabbage, carrots and tomatoes, mushrooms, and fungi. Another, more recent study, published in the Annals of Oncology, has also found that eating cruciferous vegetables at least once a week significantly reduced the risk of oral, esophagus, colorectal, breast and kidney cancers. The medical experts have discovered that cruciferous vegetables such as cabbage can be used to prevent the development of several cancers. 3. Cabbage juice lowers bad cholesterol. A recent study researched the cholesterol-lowering effects of cabbage. The participants in this medical research consumed 2 types of canned beverages in a double-blind study. The beverages contained a mixture of green vegetables and fruits with or without broccoli and cabbage. At the end of the study, the medical experts found that patients who drank the broccoli and cabbage beverage reduced their LDL cholesterol levels. The patients who drank the beverage that did not contain broccoli and cabbage had insignificant results. They've also found that broccoli and cabbage are useful for lowering bad cholesterol in persons with high cholesterol. 4. Cabbage juice for weight loss. You can also use this super healthy juice as a weight loss tool. This super healthy juice is naturally low in calories, making it a healthy weight loss beverage. You should drink cabbage juice instead of higher calorie beverages, including commercial fruit juice. You will lose weight much faster. We can also say that cabbages are one of the vegetables that can help you lose weight by resetting your hormones for a faster weight loss. 5. Cabbage juice for a beautiful skin. This super healthy vegetable contains high amounts of antioxidants and phytochemicals, which can do wonders for your skin. Cabbage is loaded with vitamin C. And we all know that vitamin C is important in promoting a healthy skin and is a common ingredient in skincare products. The medical experts claim that lack of vitamin C contributes to dry skin, reduced elasticity and easy bruising. It also makes it more difficult to heal the skin. Vitamin C is also one of the top vitamins for a healthy skin. Red cabbage versus white cabbage. Which one is better, red or white cabbage? What do you think? Well, any cabbage juice is better than none. But if you have the option to pick, go with red cabbage over white, because red cabbage has more vitamin C than white. It even has more vitamin C than oranges. And we can also mention that red cabbage contains the antioxidant compound known as anthocyanins, a red flavonoid pigment that has many health benefits including skin care, reducing cancer and boosting the immune system. Red cabbage is also the winner of vitamin K content as well as glucosinolates, a power cancer-fighting substance. Juicing a fermented cabbage. Well, you can take your cabbage juicing a step further by using fermented cabbage, also known as sauerkraut. What is fermented cabbage? It is cabbage that has been shredded, coated with salt and left to sit in its own juices. Fermented cabbage provides you with natural probiotic power for all your digestive health needs, and it is one of the top 10 fermented foods for a healthy gut. You should know that probiotics naturally start forming on the cabbage after a few days of fermenting. But in order for sauerkraut to have anti-cancer benefits, it must be raw. Naturally fermented sauerkraut contains lactic acid bacteria, a probiotic strain that binds to intestinal bacteria and demobilizes them, while also boosting the immune system. Note: canned, cooked, and pasteurized sauerkraut do not contain lactic acid. Why juice cabbage instead of eating it? Well, it's because there are some benefits to juicing your vegetables as opposed to eating them. The main reason is that the process of juicing breaks down the food for you, making it easier to be absorbed directly into your bloodstream. This gives you fast energy and effortless digestion. So, people who have digestive problems may find that eating vegetables may cause gastrointestinal discomfort. Juicing takes away the discomfort of breaking down gassy foods while still providing you with all the nutrients. How to juice a cabbage? It is very easy if you have a powerful juicer. First, you need to soak the cabbage in warm water and a bit of raw apple cider vinegar first. This will thoroughly clean the cabbage and naturally remove pesticides. Ideally, you should use organic cabbage to limit pesticide exposure. Then, you need to chop the cabbage in half and slowly feed it through your juicer. If you have a hard time getting used to the taste of cabbage alone, try combining carrots and celery to it. How to make a fermented cabbage juice? You will need the following ingredients: 3 cups of coarsely chopped organic red cabbage, 3/4 cups of filtered water, 1 teaspoon of sea salt, a blender, a glass jar with a lid. Directions: here's what you need to do. First, you need to fill the blender with the chopped cabbage, salt and water. Then, you need to blend these ingredients gently on a low speed so that you get small pieces, not a puree. Now, you need to pour the blended mixture in the jar and allow room for expansion. Cover the jar and let the mixture sit for 3 days at room temperature. After 3 days, you need to strain the mixture to separate the juice and pulp. Put the fermented juice in the refrigerator and aim for drinking 1/2 cup of this solution diluted with equal parts of water. Note: you should be careful if you are new to fermented foods. Make sure to work your way up slowly as fermented foods can have a laxative effect. You can start with 1 or 2 tablespoons of the mixture to see how you feel. And you should be very careful if you suffer from a thyroid condition. You must consult your doctor about using raw cabbage juice as cruciferous vegetables because it may have an adverse effect. We really hope you find this article useful, and don't forget to share it with your friends and family.